Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally. It's Monday the 8th of September 2025 and this is episode number 85. Very warm welcome to you all. Hope you've had a lovely weekend. Hope the weather's been okay for you to get done what you wanted to do. Been a bit mixed here in the UK, bit terrible rain but then nice and warm, so just a bit very mixed. Right, so first of all, thank you to all my new subscribers as well. I always forget to say that, but warm welcome to you. I'm going to show, excuse me, going to start off showing you some photos that have been sent by you lovely ladies. The first one is from Lynn. Morning, Lynn. From Lynn Penguin's Creations, and if you've been with me for a while, you know that I did the Crochet Donut Buddies crochet along from the Crochet Donut Buddies book. Managed to complete them all. Well, Lynn started a little bit later on, so on her channel, she's got a YouTube channel, which I'll link. So if you pop and watch Lynn, she's continuing to do all the little crochet buddies, the donut buddies, and each week she spins on her wheel to choose a different one till she's finished. This was last week's. This was a little frog, and in the book it's a lighter green, which I did the lighter green, but I think he looks lovely in the darker green. His little feet, his little fingers and toes look very cute. Oh, the light's shining terrible. But that's Lynn's little frog. Thanks, Lynn, for sending that. I've got more about Lynn in a moment. The next photo is now there's two Janes. There's Jane R and Jane B. This one, this is the cocoon. So this is by Jane R. Morning, Jane. And this is absolutely gorgeous. It's a little baby. Oh, sorry about the light shining there. It's a lovely baby cocoon. Isn't that gorgeous? You amaze me, Jane, how you get them done so quickly. But isn't that like it's a waffle stitch, I think, isn't it? I remember doing a waffle stitch blanket for one of my grandsons, and it was a lovely stitch. But this she's done in Emu DK in cream with a 4.5mm hook. Isn't that just beautiful? The little hood. Imagine a little baby all snuggled up in that for the winter. Absolutely gorgeous. And the next photo is another Jane. This is Jane B. And Jane, morning Jane, and very new to crochet, but family member friend asked if she could do this this cardigan, and it's made up of squares, but then you've got the lovely floral squares as well. Now, as she's very new to crochet, I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Let me zoom you in. Look at the roses, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous. Oh, absolutely amazing. You did all projects are absolutely brilliant. Thank you, ladies. Yeah, well done to all of you. Thank you for sending the photos, and anybody that wants to send me anything, I'll always show it, and I love to see all what you're working on and all the lovely hard work that goes in. So right, let me tick off that and that and that. Now, I have a little bit of a story. Well, it's not a story really. It's a little bit of a mishap. I think it was Friday's video, Festive Friday. I told you a little story about I was going to visit my friend Dot. Morning, Dot. And got on the, if you go and watch that video you'll see, but I got on the wrong bus, and instead of going on my journey to Port Maddock to visit Dot, I got on the wrong bus, and it actually brought me back to my own little village. So I didn't get there in the end. And I thought, what a silly, silly thing to do. Anyway, um, so I've done another little silly thing. Oh, goodness me. I think my brain must be just off somewhere else. It's departed from, my brain's departed from my head, I think, and just gone somewhere else. But I'm following this crochet along with Natasha. Morning, Natasha, from Hooks and Stitches. She's got a YouTube channel. I'll link that as well. Now, this is the Granny Goes Random crochet blanket. It's a free pattern from Yarnspirations. They use Red Heart. Is it Bitty Stripes? Super Saver Bitty Stripes in Rainbow and Rainbow Mist. But I'm just using yarn from my collection. This was done in a 4-weight, but I'm doing DK. But anyway, it's just a little bit different. Look, instead of coming along, you've got half squares and quarter squares, and so really enjoying that. And I'm using the Woolcraft New Fashion double knitting, and you can get these 100 gram, 300 meters. You can get these from, if you're in the UK, there's a shop called Toffs, stands for the Original Factory Shop, or you can get it online at Little Wool Shop. And they're only about £1.49 a ball, so really quite reasonable, but nice and soft. Anyway, this blanket is going to be for my husband for Christmas. No, not for Christmas, just for my husband. And he loves the outdoor colours. He loves green and brown, and the trees and the forest and the woodland, all sorts of colours like that. He loves foraging for mushrooms as well, so that's why I put that colour. Anyway, so I just had a little bit of a sidetrack then. Just before I came in here to do this filming, the news was on, and it was about, I think, was it in Australia, where that lady did beef Wellington and poisoned her family. That's awful. What a horrible thing to do. Anyway, just thought about mushrooms. That's the mushroom colour. So I thought I was doing 6 squares, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I finished surrounding the green. I'm going to surround them all in this green because I've got a lot of it. So I did 6 of those. Now, what I was done a silly thing, and I watched my video from last Monday just to double check that I had done that, and this is what I did. I showed you I'd done 3 middles, and I'd done 3 like this. Then I was going to edge them in the dark green. But do you spot the mistake? This is what it should be like. Oh my goodness, can you? I came to put the green here, and I started to put 3, 3 like you do the granny, proper granny square. I thought, what the heck? Oh, look what I did. So these for last week that I showed you, they're solid granny squares. And they shouldn't be solid, they should be like that. Oh, and I thought to myself, what on earth is going on in the mind of mine? Like I said, I think it's departed me head and just gone off somewhere else. Oh, so those, I tried to undo them, but I've sewed the ends in that well that I just can't see where I've finished. So I'll have to do something little with those. They won't go to waste. I don't know, I'll make something with them. So those are totally no good whatsoever, because I think what it was, I'm doing a, with my festive Friday, I'm doing a solid granny square for, I'm doing these, look, for little baby Hope. I say little baby, she's growing, but I'm doing solid granny squares in between the 3D crochet squares. I think that's where I've just got mixed up with my squares. Oh, so anyway, I've got 6 of those done. And then my next colour I'm going to do, I decided I'm going to do all of the middles this mushroomy colour. It's actually called Fawn, I think. But I'm doing all the middles. You have to do 18 of the big squares. So all the middles are going to be this colour. And then, so after that little disaster, I just managed to do that one. This one, this one isn't Woolcraft. This was from Aldi, and the colour is called Clay. So that's that colour. And then it'll have 3 rows of dark green to match the others. So that's quite nice. Really enjoying that. Just mindless. You can just do whenever. So that's coming along. Oh, silly me. Fancy doing solid granny squares when you should have been doing. That's just typical. Typical. Oh dear. Never mind. I do these daft little things. silly, but I just had to laugh. I thought, say it comes in threes. I dread to think what this week will be like, but oh, I'll let you know if anything silly occurs. Oh dear, so that was the random granny blankets. Right, going back onto the lovely Lynn Penguin's Creations. For the month for the month of September, she's doing a, it's called, what did she call it? The Great Pumpkin Cal. That's what it's called. And like I said, I'll link her channel. And every week she's putting out a video all to do with pumpkins. So I thought, oh well, I really want to try and join along. So these are my little pumpkins. Aren't they lovely? Aren't they cute? Now the pattern, Lynn linked it on her channel. Lovely, easy, very easy. The pattern is by Crochet with Tuli Maria, TUULAMAARIA. I'll try and link it if I can, but just I did 2 different sizes. They're both in, where are we? Oh, excuse me, turning me back on you. I did them both in Yarnsmith's Create, but the tiny one was in double knitting, and this one was in Aran, but the same yarn. Then this was just a DK bit of brown that I had. Chocolate brown for the stem in DK, and burnt orange was the colour. So those were my little 2 pumpkins. I've sent my little picture off to Lynn. And she'll have a new video out tomorrow, I think, today or tomorrow, with the next little project to do. So I thought they were lovely, all ready in time for Halloween, which will come really quickly. They were called Quick and Easy Crochet Pumpkin, but you just made the oblong, and then it was really easy and lovely to make. And then other than that, excuse me, other than that, I'm doing another crochet along with Litsa, Morning Litsa from Coco's Crochet, and this is for the Best Dressed 18-inch Doll, Cal 2025. And each month Litsa spins a wheel to find a designer, and then she's already chose a few different items from that designer. So she spins again, and whatever number it is, that's the garment or clothing that we'll be doing. So for September, oh, let me just get little Belinda sorted out. So for September, it was the bucket hat, and this is by, all the information's on Litsa's channel. I'll link her channel as well. She has lots going on there. Lovely channel. It's by the Pretty Stitch, and it's called the bucket hat. So this is the little Belinda, and this is the bucket hat. It was really quick and easy to make. You just it was half double crochets in US terms. So a little bucket hat. I think I might do a couple, because it was so easy to do. I might do another 2 or 3, and then this was easy to do as well. That was nice, just to thread through, or you could have put ribbon or, you know, lace through or something. But isn't that lovely little bucket hat? And I used, let me keep that up there, keep her there so she can see. This little Belinda doll. So I used, this is Woolcraft again, and it was Shetland Heather Aran, and the colour is Spring Green. That's not a lovely sort of nice baby colour, Spring Green in the Aran, and I used a 5.5mm hook as the pattern suggested. And then just for the little tie, I used Yardsmith's Create Aran, and this colour is called Grass Green. So I thought it'd be nice to make one. I could do one to match this, maybe do the lilac-y colour hat and cream through to match different outfits, because this one, I meant to put this dress on her. This was one of the crochet alongs as well, so that she meant to wear that really. Then that would have gone with the green hat, but I just forgot. So I thought I might make a few more with the clothing that I've done for her. So that's that lovely little bucket hat. So that's that. Just lots of little things done this week, because a lot of the week I was trying to work on my festive Yuletide blanket. So just that. So the only other thing, this, it just take a while. I don't know why, but although this is quite small, it did take me quite a while. And again, I will just repeat myself for anyone that's new. In the Crochet Now magazine, for this month, there was this little supplement was in it, and it's the Wizard of Oz collection. And it was just one of my favourite, if not my favourite, films. So I've done, first of all I did Dorothy, which is here, then I did Glinda, the Good Witch, and the Little Lion I did last week. So who do you think I made this week? You could be shouting at me through the screen. Who did you make? Who did you make? I wasn't sure what to make. I didn't decide for a while. And whoops, past it. Where is it? I just thought Oh goodness, sorry, I'm taking ages just to find it. I thought I'm going to do the Tin Man. Isn't he cute? I know lots of you love the Tin Man, so I thought I'd do the Tin Man. And here, whoops, with little hat sticking up. Here he is. Isn't he just cute? The let me tell you what I used first. I used the Yarn Smiths from Wool Warehouse. That's their own brand of yarn. Creating double knitting. The colour was light grey heather, and it's 100 gram, 3.5 ounces, 290 meters, 317 yards, 100% acrylic, and you can cool, wash, and tumble dry. They suggest a 4mm hook. I just was holding that and I thought, oh, there's something hard in there. What's in there? And I thought, what the heck? It's an acorn. My husband had been a walk the other day. He came back with the dogs, and I was just doing something, and he gave me a load of these were green at the time, but he just loves, I must have put them in there, and it was in the middle. Oh, it's my little acorn. Sorry about that. Anyway, so that's the yarn I use. I used a 3mm hook, and you do the head and the body. Here you just worked in the back loop only, so that later on you could come along and just slip stitch all around the missed stitches. And then when you got here, you just did one leg, then you did the other leg. You left, when you're doing the body here, you come along and then you chain 4 and skip 6, so you've got a little hole there, which you then add the arm onto. Little hat was straightforward, and his little ears and his nose. Big nose. And I just did a little smile with I normally use dark cotton yarn, but I thought it was a bit thick, so I just used this but doubled it up so that it didn't made it a smaller smile. It wasn't too obvious. And then these were just for the little nuts and bolts got done on his ankles. Isn't they cute? I thought he was really, really lovely. So that's a little Tin Man. I'm absolutely loving making them, but they do take quite a while. I don't know what it is, but they shouldn't, because they're not hard. They're just a bit quite straightforward, but yeah, they just seem to take me a while. And sometimes I think, oh, I won't do one this week, but then by the time Tuesday comes, I think, oh no, I want to do the whole collection. So this is what we've got left. Let me show you a smaller picture. So we've done Dorothy, and we've done Glinda, done the Tin Man and the Lion. So we've done 4. So we have Scarecrow, the Wizard himself, the Naughty Witch, the Flying Monkey, and Little Toto. That's what we've got left to do. So not really sure which one I might do. Haven't quite decided yet, but you'll see next week which one. I just that was a lovely supplement, by the way. If you get a chance to get the Crochet Now magazine, really packed full of patterns. Yeah, so that's that, and I think yeah, well, that's all I've done. So when I write it down, it doesn't seem much, but when it did take a while to do somehow. So this week rather, I'm going to be working on Hope's little blanket for Festive Friday, so got to work on that project. And the Wizard of Oz project, I shall be starting a new one. And then Lynn's she'll have a new little project out. So I also want to do for Litsa's birthstone cal, which we're in September now, so it's sapphire. So I want to try and get a beanie done for that. So quite a bit to do this week. I should be visiting Dot tomorrow probably. Hi Dot, see you tomorrow. I'm getting on the bus in the village, so there won't be any mix-up. The mix-up was because my hubby dropped me off at the next town on, and the buses, they leave and they sort of cross over here and then go back their other ways. But I'm getting on in the village. 100% will make it to my destination, to Dots. Oh dear, honestly. Oh, it all adds to life, just life, isn't it? Just these funny little things happen, which trouble is they seem to happen quite often to me. But what else are we doing this week? I don't think much on this week. No, can't think. We never know day to day, really. Things crop up and occur. It's quite nice today. Just open the window because it feels. You see my new glasses. These are just the cheap glasses that you know. But look at those. These are from Temu, and they were about. I think they were about £3, and you got 3 pairs. So you got that pair. They're just the you know, the cheap ones, but they're actually quite good. And that's another pair. And then this green was the other pair. So I thought, well, I'll be a little bit colourful. Look at those. Take the little sticker off. Look at those ones. Oh, they're not the right ones. I can't. No, they're not the right. Oh, couldn't see those at all. They're not the right size. That's what you get when you're buying stuff from Temu. Oh yeah, they're better. They're nice. Anyway, sorry, I'm waffling. Hope you all have a lovely week. I'll be back. I'll be working on, like I said, my Festive Friday project, and then spin again on Friday to see what working on next. So if you're joining along with me, get any little Christmas presents done that you want, or if I hadn't have got all these things that I wanted to get done for Christmas, I would have started on a Christmas tree skirt, because I haven't got one, and I've always wanted to make one. I don't have a massive tree, but it just covers up the bottom, doesn't it? I tend to just put a bit of Christmas material or fabric around the bottom, or cotton wool or something to cover it up. But I thought one of these years I'm going to make a proper Christmas skirt for the tree skirt for the Christmas tree. So there's lots of things I could have done, but it's just time, isn't it? But so if you've got any Christmas items that you're starting on, and if you send me the pictures before Friday, and then we could have a look what you're all working on, and get some inspiration if people are wondering what to do, or if you're thinking what could I do, because the weeks fly by, don't they? You're going to be, we'll be Halloween before you, oh excuse me, we'll be Halloween before you know it, won't we? And then Christmas. So I'm going to go now and have a nice cup of coffee, get this uploaded, all the information in, get it uploaded, and start my day off. I say my day off, it's 5 to 10 already. Little little bit late getting this video up. I'm sorry about that, but better late than never. So, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, have the best time that you can. Love each other and be kind to each other and be kind to everyone that you meet, really. I try and, when I'm going on my bus journey, I've said this before, but you know, that I get on and there's an elderly lady there and perhaps an elderly gentleman there and different people, and I just try and say good morning to all of them, and sometimes they look up and say, oh, morning, as if they've never spoke to anybody before. And I think, oh, you know, it doesn't cost anything, does it, just to say hello to people that perhaps haven't spoke to anybody. If they live on their own, they perhaps haven't spoke to anybody for, you know, a day or two. So I just try and spread love and happiness wherever you go, is what I'm trying to say. So until Friday, for Festive Friday, love you all, and I'll see you then. Bye.